is this the end for Justin Fields in Chicago with this signing? Because I got to break it down with you as a football guy, E-Dub. I got to break it down with you. And I want to go into it with Smitty, but this guy does not run an offense that fits Justin Fields. Like, you either have to run straight spread, air raid. They don't have a guy like that. And I don't think it fits Caleb Williams either. But the rumors are Caleb Williams will leave with him, come straight over from SC. As he was at SC with Caleb, blah, blah, blah. Writing on the wall. That's what they're going to use as a narrative anyway. I don't think Caleb fits Cliff, and I don't think Justin fits Cliff. But is this a telltale sign that this could be it for Justin?
It's definitely a sign if they end up going in that direction for their offense. I thought getting Greg Roman in there and maybe potentially going in that direction would be amazing for Justin Fields and try to grow him and punctuate what his strengths are as a football player, just like Roman did with Lamar, and now Lamar has progressed and get into a different system. Yeah, it's his 6th year, 7th year. Like, he's matured and seen the game. That Fields is still young, and why not get the most out of him as you grow and mature and develop. But if Kingsbury gets in there, then I would 100% think that Fields is getting traded. Another thing about Cliff, like, I know him personally. Obviously, we've had our run-ins, and I think he's a good dude. I'm not gonna. I try not to slight coaches because coaching's hard, and I've got a newfound respect for coaching at any level. The time that goes into it, and it's tough. Like, I know the game in and out, and there's still things that I mess up or have bad calls, and still trying to find ways to be a better coach. So I would say this: their offenses are basic Jane and very, very easy in some sets. Now, this was 2 years ago. I came off the street, and I knew every play that they were doing before the snap. So, hopefully he's grown and he's learned, but you never know.
Yeah, I agree. And in the leagues, E-Dub, I don't think people understand. You come out in 10 personnel, maybe a little 11, and you don't sprinkle any type of movement, any type of, nub tight ends, floaters, 12P, 21, under center, everything's gun. It's very easy to dissect. And I don't think people realize it's harder when you got to deal with a little 21 and 12 and 22 and shifting and moving personnel around and come out in 11 but line up in 21 and shit like that. People don't understand. It's way different, like what McVay does a lot of, and a lot of shifts and personnel groupings. And you don't know what personnel. He could be in 12 in the huddle, but come out and line up in 10.
Shifts, motions, formations, personnel. Like, that's just added time. Like, people need to just to let you know, like, the amount of hours I spent watching film is a full. You could say a 40-hour job in itself. I mean, even more so. So when you take your job serious and understand the tendencies and advantages you can get by knowing the formation, knowing the personnel, where the ball's on the hash, where the splits are, what foot's up, what foot's back, the old line stances, the running back's depth from the quarterback. Does his quarterback shake his hands? Does he go through double counts? Like, all those things you're studying throughout the week. And if it's simple, meaning I don't have a lot of personnels to study, I don't have a lot of formations, then I really hone in. And literally, I'll put it like this: when I watch a random game, so usually you get a 4 to 6 game cut up of the breakdown from the what the D coordinator is looking at, and he looks at obviously more film, but that's what they give us to study. And I go off of that, and then I randomly pick a game on Friday night. And if I could pick out at an 85% clip of what the play is going to be throughout a game, of a random game that I hadn't seen yet, then that tells me I'm ready to rock. And that's how it should be in the NFL. If you take your job serious, you want to be the best. Like, that's where you have to make grounds, close the gap on these offenses to make sure you're trying to put yourself to play and make plays. So
I think Roman, Smitty and I talked, I think Greg Roman is the best fit in Chicago with Fields, with that receiver. They got more. Go get you another receiver and another tight end in the draft, in my opinion. Go get an O-lineman maybe. I think they need to do that. And then Greg Roman comes in there and kind of repeats what he did with the young Lamar. I think that's what Justin needs right now to be, solo. So what if you split the field in half? Justin's not ready to sit back in the pocket and dissect coverage and go from 1, 2 to 3.
Majority of the quarterbacks are like that anyways.
They're not like that anyway. So
the league is different now,
yeah. So why not bring Greg Roman in, sprint it out, turn it back, do some different things like that? I love the Greg Roman hire. Cliff Kingsbury, to me, would be the end of Eberflus and Justin Fields. And I just that's just my opinion.